Hi, welcome to Fun with Jude and Wayne. And today we're going to have fun with a recipe that came out of my husband's family. His mom made wonderful white bread. And this one I've adapted to make two loaves. Take and proof the yeast. So take a half cup of water and 1 teaspoon of sugar and 1 tablespoon of yeast. And I'm going to mix it up and let it set until it's risen. First thing we do is we mix the dry ingredients together. So we've got we got a bowl, and the bowl is coming right now. Excellent. And so we will put 6 cups. For 2 loaves, we use 6 cups of flour. If you want to sift it, go for it. But I didn't. Then we have the salt, 1.5 tablespoons of salt. And we'll just sprinkle that on top. We're going to mix that all in. Then we're going to have 1.5 teaspoon of sugar.
I'm the galley wench, aren't I? Not saying anything, not doing anything.
As I whisk it together, just to get the things combined, I want the salt and the sugar well dispersed within the flour.
Okay.
Then, this recipe, as I said, is Ross's mom, Emma Leavitt, and she made a lot of bread. Big family, and made a lot of bread. And they would take chunks of the dough and fry it in a frying pan. Never heard of that before, but I have since. And they fried it in a frying pan in bacon, fat, or butter. I don't know. He calls it froggy dogs. That's the colloquial name.
Froggy dogs.
I've since found when I was working in Newfoundland, they call them toutons.
Toutons.
Yes. And up in central Canada, I believe they're akin to a beaver tail. All right, so we've got this done. And we're going to then put oil in the water.
In the water?
Yeah, sure, put it in the water. In the water.
In the water?
In the water.
Don't you knock my ass.
I'm not.
I've only been in Canada 30 years.
Oh, do you want another special?
No, the fork will do.
Okay.
There.
And then I'm
This is a very hard job.
What's that?
It's a very hard job you're giving me.
I tell you. Are you up for it?
We'll see. With the wind behind me. And a gin and tonic in my hand. Where's my gin and tonic? Okay.
If she starts drinking while we're doing these shows, you'll know what's going on.
So that was
I just put the yeast in with the water. You don't have to do it this way. You can pour it right into the flour mixture. So I'm going to make a well. And I'm going to pour this in. And
but how long have we been friends? About 30 years or so?
I would say it's close to 30. Okay. You moved in 94.
Oh, so that's 29 years.
Yeah. So I'm going to turn the dough out onto a floured surface.
So what do you call this thing?
That's a Silpack. That's the brand.
Okay.
It's a rubberized silicone.
And you can put it in the oven?
You can.
Wow.
I have silicone things that I put on.
I have silicone. Oh, no, you can't.
I'm sure some patties cook on that.
Oh, there's a little one. Okay. Oh, let me. I've never seen these before. So you could put it on the barbecue.
I don't know if you can put it on barbecue.
Oh.
I'd have to read up on it. Okay. I use them in my cookie sheets.
Okay.
Can you see the cookies? Or the biscuits?
Biscuits. We've got to learn the
well
English.
Used.
Yes.
Oh, no, I actually meant biscuits. The bread roll.
Oh, bread biscuits, not
European.
We're going to get into a tangle here, folks.
Well, I've learned some British lingo from you, but I've also learned it from, there's a comedian. She comes out of Britain. And what's her name?
Sarah Millican.
I love her.
I went to see her in Halifax, Nova Scotia last October, and she's absolutely brilliant. She's so rude, but respectful but funny, and oh yeah, she's got so many stories.
She's brilliant. I get the greatest kick out of her.
Sarah,
and I've learned all about biscuits.
Next time she's over, we should have her on the show.
I'll have her over for supper.
Yeah. Don't talk to strangers.
No one's stranger to me. What? Oh, get the bowl out of the way.
The serving wench has been given a job. Okay.
And so, we're kneading the dough until it's a nice, smooth consistency.
That's beautiful.
Well, and
do you get little air pockets sometimes, or do you just...
Sometimes, but you're going to knead it again.
Oh, okay.
When you make it into rolls.
Okay.
So, in the bowl, we'll
spray it so
that it doesn't stick.
Don't spray.
I won't spray you. Some people are against the idea of spray. I'm not.
All right.
So, and I just punch it down, and we get more. I guess we put it away. Oh, you put it up.
If you hear a significant cough in the background, this is Ross. Ross Leavitt, Wayne's husband. He's directing us very well, I have to say. Because we are a bit too crazy for our own good sometimes.
Yeah. And so I'm getting pieces of plastic out. I use that when I'm doing a dough, so I don't want it drying out. Some people use tea towels.
I use a wet tea towel.
Okay.
There's one wet right there. Do you want it?
No.
Not my recipe.
You can use a tea towel. I use this. And this is probably not environmentally great because it's single-use plastic.
We got to think of the environment.
Yes, we're going to. Some of my bread's made. No. I am an environmentalist. You just wouldn't know.
You are. Yes, I'm just surprised. Yeah.
All right. So now we've got the bread in the bowl. It's going to rise for about 2 hours. And where it's only 2 loaves, it's probably going to rise in about an hour and a half. Hi, we're back again. The bread has risen, and we're going to make it into loaves and set them to rise. Now that we've got the bread out here, I need to flour the thing just a little bit more and make it into loaves. So let's just use a knife. Woo! These are cleavers. A friend of ours got them in Malaysia. They're wonderful. I'm going to make these into rolls. I mean, not rolls, loaves of bread. I said that earlier, didn't I?
Yes.
Jude told me. You said rolls.
No, and you don't listen to me. You never have.
Well, I do listen. I just...
Ignore.
It's ignore.
Maybe that's why our friendship is so good.
So...
Does your board need a bit more flour?
Oh, this is silicone. It doesn't stick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Learning lots of new things. So you don't oil and flour the pans, you just spray?
I just spray.
Oh.
And we're going to put this in here. And we're going to put this in here. And I smush it out. And we're going to let this rise. Again, I'm going to use the greased or sprayed plastic. So it's no longer single-use plastic.
Triple use.
It's triple use. No. This is the second use for this. You're thinking another recipe. Hi, we're back. The bread has risen and we're going to get it ready for the oven. So what I need to do is just remove the plastic. Wouldn't want to cook that. Have plastic all over your bread. So I've preheated the oven to a 375 and we're going to bake it on a lower rack, just below middle, for about 40 minutes. And well, we're back. I've just taken the bread out of the oven. It's good and cooked. Some people say if you take it out and poke on the bottom, it's not coming out. There, and it sounds hollow. You're done. So these are done. I'm going to take them out of the pans with the glove on, and I'm going to butter the tops. Again, I like a nice.
You always do that?
Yeah, I always do that. I like a soft crust. If you like crusty bread, don't butter the top.
It probably makes lovely toast, though, does it?
It does. It makes great toast. But everybody has their own likes and dislikes. So there it is. The Emma Leavitt'S white bread.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I hope you've had fun with Jude and Wayne, and we'll return. Anyway, take care.
Bye
Bye-bye.
for now.